Hey, yo, anybody else Instagram tweaky? Or nah, it's just mine. It's just mine. Okay, I thought so. Instantly. Alright, so we finna get into this collective reading. Yo, y'all good? You can clear the space. You know, I always got cross watchers, motherfuckers who watching. And it ain't even about them. Trying to figure out your next moves and shit like that. All right, we're gonna do a grand tableau. I love grand tableaus. I absolutely love grand tableaus. They're one of my favorite spreads. It allows the reader as well as the client to get a good grasp of what cycle they're in, what they've been through, what they're currently going through, and what's to come. Um, as well as some, juicy details on like the most craziest shit. Like, how did he know that? You know, or how did the reader know that? This one I'm gonna make a little bit more intricate, a little bit more personal. So this might not resonate with a lot of you all. Um, but the purpose of this is to show some of the intricacies that comes with this spread. Um, so yeah, let's get to it. All right, off the bat, what we got at the bottom is the temperance, angelic forces, an alchemist, someone who is balanced. Perhaps things are balancing out in your life. You're about to receive a large balance, um, a large payment. Check your balance. Keep your eye on your balance, um, whether it's physically, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. All right. Yeah. All eyes are on you. You're chosen. You're enlightened. You're chosen. You're enlightened. Um, you've made the necessary sacrifices. You're an individual who had to give up family, and I'm not just saying that shit just to be saying that. I've been saying that a lot in these recent readings, but I mean, I can only tell you what I see, you know? I can only tell you what I see. You see life from its true perspective. You, s- when you register the reality, not only is it not on the screen, not only is this not here, it's being projected from your mind's eye, and that's how you're experiencing your reality. Um, Not only that, but the image is inverted, right? So you see life from its actual standpoint of what it actually is, what you see through the illusions. And this could create some issues and problems for you, nothing that you can't overcome. Um, but you're definitely chosen, for sure, for sure. Um, let's get to the next card. Mm, yeah. You your keen sense of awareness has played a major role in you getting to where you are. Um, you being fortified, you being stable, you being um able to cope, you know? You could be from the lion tribe, you can be a Lyran, or you can be Lemurian. Um, when people see you, they see royalty. They realize true power, physical and spiritual strength. Um, some people could think that you're trying to force your perspective on others. You can care less. You don't give a fuck. Those people who believe and think that are fools. That's child's play. Everyone has freedom of choice. Why would you infringe on the next person's right for you to do the same? That's not why you do what you do. Um, you've been like this since a child. You've been looked at like this since a child. You've been chosen for such a time as this since you were born. Um, and then for other individuals, this keen perspective that you have that's giving you the strength that you need to start a new life. You've become aware of things, and it could have hurt it, but it made you stronger. It made you strong enough to do something on your own, to take a risk, to take some chances, to come into your power, step into your power, call back your power, to heal, um, to do what comes natural to you or for you. Um, you could have been pregnant with. Okay, so there's two wounds. There's the physical wound and then there's the spiritual wound. Women hold both as well as hermaphrodites or hermits or Hermes, which is a title, holds both wounds, the physical and the spiritual, giving the ability to birth that which is physical or that which is spiritual. So when I say that you were pregnant with something, this could totally be spiritually. Um, an idea, a business, a desire, your baby, what you've been holding dear and close, cultivating, allowing it to grow within you. You've given birth to it, and or it's time for it to be born. That's the secret. That's what's being hidden. That, and then for other individuals, I said this in our last reading. These women can't run game on you because this is probably 9 times out of 10. This is a male who's either a hermit or spiritually advanced like a motherfucker because these people are trying to you got women who are trying to run game on you know what I'm saying? But you peep it every time and like foil their plans or their plots. It's like nothing that they can do can affect or phase you. Um, you know what's really up, people's true motives. And this puts you in a powerful position, a position of power, um, a position of power that hasn't been set in quite some time. Let's just say that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. These people are evil, uh, karmic. They mean you know well. Um, you could be aware of the vindictive nature that has plagued the species of women. You know what I'm saying? Like how there is a healed and unhealed version of us all. For some reason, um, women have been turned to their other setting without them knowing. It was a setting that was there, so it felt like something they were supposed to be doing. But you're privy of all the fuck shit, all the traps, all the bullshit, all of the illusions. Um, by you being spiritual, you've had to come against or come up against individuals who worked in that space as well, who had the same kind of motives and intentions. So you've seen women on both sides of the spectrum, the physical and what they're like, the ones who aren't in tune with power, their power or spirit, right? And how far they're willing to go to compromise something or get their way. And then you've also realized the other end of the stick, which is like, whoa, how far a witch bitch is willing to go, in order to get her motherfucking way. You know what I'm saying? How far a coven's willing to go to take you out because it's you, not them, or to siphon your power, or to utilize you against yourself. That's some heavy shit, bro. Yeah, this is all predicated upon religion, folks. They're using old schematics to try to bring you back in line. Tell them to go look outside and see what time it is. You know what I'm saying? When the last time you seen somebody using the iPod Shuffle? That shit out of date, folks. That shit out of date. That's out of date. It's outdated. Why would you be under the act of some shit that's outdated? That's called spoiled. No longer works, no longer beneficial. In fact, if you intake it, it's toxic and can kill you. It's poisonous to the community, to yourself, to other individuals who spreading this shit. But people are hung up on traditions because that's how they got their position of power. As long as things stay the same, they can stay in power. But they know and feel and sense that there's a change or a shift. They're doing everything that they can to try to damage control, to try to alleviate this, to try to remain in some form of a position of power. You have a very karmatic family, and you know this. You see this. You're aware of this. You were born into this for such purpose, so that you can expose what the fuck is going on behind closed doors. That's why you got the mic, because you gonna tell it how it is, not how you want it to be. There's a lot of things that I personally have come across, information that I've been made privy of or remembered that like it's inconvenient truth. It really doesn't not to say benefit me, but it doesn't make me feel good, but it's the truth nonetheless. You're not partisan about you don't care about how it make people feel. The truth is the truth. That's why you're the truth teller. That's why you speak truth. That's why you're in the position or been put in the position spiritually that you're in because you're not compromised. You have control over the lower five, the desires. These individuals don't. They don't. Yeah, you intuitively know this. You intuitively know that these people are being guided by the devil, guided by lower forces, demons, occult behavior, black magic is controlling these people's behaviors. It's making them do what they're doing. They're giving you false directions, false information. They want you to do this, they want you to do that. Who the fuck told them to tell you to do that? If you hearing from source what you supposed to be doing and you in tune, you got your navigation on, who the fuck is giving you extra directions? Why are they giving you extra directions? You didn't hear that. So where is it coming from? I'll show you. Ain't nothing about that positive. You see any positivity in there? That will require you having to be able to see in the beginning. My bad. 1,000 apologies for that. I misspoke. But from what I'm seeing, there's no positivity, especially when it's surrounded by you being held back and foolish mistake. No, when it's surrounded by the full delays and shit like that, no, it's not positive. There's nothing positive about that. This is why you can't be around these individuals. This is why, you know what I'm saying? Contact with them has been suspended. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got some people who, mm. Okay, so some of these individuals who are trying to make you do things that you shouldn't do is because they love you. They like you. This could be incest. This could be someone who's trying to block your blessing or your. I don't like saying the word blessing because it means be lesser. Someone who's trying to block your miracles or what you're manifesting. Um, so that they can somehow intercept it or be that which you're trying to bring in. Like these people aren't happy or don't have love or um true purpose. So they're trying to block all of the above for you. I mean, like you wouldn't see that. It's crazy. Like you don't have to be psychic to see that. You don't have to have no type of intuitive gifts, spiritual abilities to see that shit. Somebody's been searching all over for you or searching the world for someone like you or you hide your true abilities, who you really are because it's too much for motherfuckers to capsulize, um, digest. You care not to make yourself digestible. You care not to fit into their restrictions, their boxes. Um, and that's true power. That's wielding true power. Some of you all could be looking for ways to move or have been looking for ways to move. Because, like, this situation or these situations that you're in is because you were, some of you all were divinely led into these situations because there were lessons that you needed to learn or you needed to teach people. Some of y'all out here teaching lessons. Um, And now that that time is up or season is up, it's time for you to move around or relocate. But you could have got tired or bored, or um, this could have been a lot for you to deal with. So you've been contemplating for quite some time your relocation. That's definitely happening for you. Um, yeah, your dreams are telling you how these people are moving like fucking children. But everybody want to talk about being an adult, growing the fuck up. Yeah, I find this humorous as well. So I'm pretty sure that you find this humorous and hilarious. Um, the sense of control that you have. No one, no anybody but you. No one saw this shit fucking coming. Nobody. It was a few. It was a few, but some of them didn't believe. They saw it, but they didn't believe it. Perhaps it was a mirage, is what they said. Perhaps they're seeing things, is what they chose to believe. Um, there is a slight lag with the feed because what I'm saying is straight fire. I don't know as of this moment, will it transfer to the post that I'm about to put up? Will you, as the viewer, be able to see the lag in this transmission? But someone's trying to stop this message from coming through. There are energies and or forces that are trying to stop the message from coming through. You know what we say about them here on this channel. Fuck 'em. They have no power or no stance over me, nor you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, endings. You no longer looking and searching. You found what you were looking and searching for, which was self and knowledge of self. Look at that. Look at you. You know what I'm saying? Doing the work. Did the work. You're not looking or searching for shit. You have found everything that you needed to look for or find. And guess what? Wasn't none of it external. Nothing you're aware of it. None of it was outside of yourself. You had it the whole time. What you were looking for. That's the message. That's the revelation. That's what the angels is saying. Job well done. And you would say, well done, my good and faithful servant, but you're not no servant type shit. But I can say that because I'm trying to, reference points with you. Reference point for you. You know what I'm saying? Connect a dot. Yeah, no. You beat all karmic patterns, karmic relationships and debts. I think I've said this in the last reading. Um, You know what to cut off, when to cut it off, and how to cut it. You are the authority. You've been given that rank, that right, and people don't like that shit. They don't like that you speak so freely. You know what I'm saying? Because it compromises the image that they uphold, the mask that they wear. You know what I'm saying? I heard this saying, this probably is beneficial because we are speaking about psychology as well as it looks like how women choose to or in the past have chosen to handle your energy, um or just how they maneuver in this space of reality. um it's a hard pill to swallow, but it's a pill nonetheless. It's a pillar nonetheless. Red pillar, blue pillar, red pill, blue pill. um they say that the species of males are an example, display, an exhibit of the ugly truth. You know what I'm saying? And it's said that women are a beautiful lie. Um, what backs those statements or the receipts for that is a dude can come outside and don't give a fuck. You see me? You know what I'm saying? You see me? I'm here to give the message. I'm not here to entertain you motherfuckers. I'm here to give the message. The ugly truth. You know what I'm saying? And then it said that some women, most women, perhaps all, um, not all, because you got some, it's a lot of them coming into their own and have been in their own. So I'm not gonna group all of them like that because that's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? But they put on wigs, they put on masks to come into to the public space. They don't come with the naked truth, a beautiful lie. And you're aware of this kind of energy. This brings yeah, no, angelic truths, alchemical truths, angelic truths, healing truths, truths of healing, how you healed, the key of healing, what the Akashic records are trying to inform you of, the position and place that you hold in the space that you hold. Why are you so holy? Because you found out things that are inconvenient, but you didn't give a fuck about it. You didn't let it affect you. So therefore, you're being honored with these new abilities, these new gifts, these new skill sets, this new existence. You've done the alchemical work, and this allows you to see that which others can't see, which things that they're blind to or you once were blind to. It sticks out like it's like a sore thumb. You can't ignore it if you wanted to. If you like what we do, and yeah, this you're truly an angel. Um, heaven sent for sure. Um, a mortal. You know, look, is this a man or a woman? You can't tell. Both of them hemispheres of that brain is activated. You know what I'm saying? They're self-sufficient. They don't need anything. Anything that they get at this point is just an addition, an add-on, a plus, a benefit. You know, so why would they bring on or take on anything that's the opposite of that? If you heard the thunder in the back, confirmation. Um, if you did, there's that. But if you like what we do and you would like more personal reading, hit us up. Links are in the description below, as well as we are available for services. If you would like to donate, feel free to do so. If you felt as though this reading resonated at any point, drop a like, leave a comment, and we'll catch you on the next video later days.